Hi guys, and welcome back to Men Intermission. This is the part of of our show where we just kind of hang out and chat and just chill and just talk about things. I'm your host Grant, and I'm joined by my co-host.
Hello, my name is Ben.
How you doing, Ben?
I'm pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing well. And today, everybody, we have a guest star with us. Let me introduce Carter.
Hey, guys, thanks for having me.
Carter. So what have you guys been watching recently? Any shows you just like finished watching or started watching? Anybody?
How about
Well, for me, I just finished watching this show called Gurren Lagann,
Yeah,
an
freaking
anime.
finally.
Yeah, I know, highly
And
recommended by these two gentlemen, and I gotta say, it was fantastic.
Carter? I just love a good old fashioned anime. It's always a good time sitting around,
Oh,
grabbing pop.
yeah.
it's like those people who say like mangas. Love me a good
Mangoes.
manga. You guys ever see those like news people who say that? Like whenever they talk about that, they always say manga. They never say manga. So Carter, what was your favorite part about Gurren Lagann?
Oh,
like what was
geez.
your favorite part? I'm honestly really
I
curious.
mean, how can you even narrow it down to just one great part? Well, first off, I should say to the listeners out there, I am not an experienced anime watcher, so let's just keep that in mind. I have only watched like 3 to 4 anime, like all the way through.
Freaking newbie.
I know, but it was because of you two that I even got into it into the first place. So let's keep that in mind as well. You know, one reason I really like Gurren Lagann is there is not a lot of filler. There was only one filler episode, and it was just a giant recap of everything that happened um, right after Simone killed the Spiral King with his core drill, which was first of all freaking crazy. Whenever he just looks like he's defeated, the Spiral King picks him up, and then he just like, I'm not done yet, and he literally drills a giant hole into the middle of that dude.
With his own
Um,
Also,
hand, nonetheless.
Say again.
With his own hand, nonetheless.
Oh yes, definitely.
don't you also love
And
how they bring it back for the final fight too?
oh yes. I mean, there was just so much going on. Every episode, like, just had so much into it. Like sometimes when I watch an anime, I think, like with My Hero, for instance, like the episodes seem like they're so short because not a lot happened. But whenever I watched Gurren Lagann, every episode felt like it was very special. And that, I mean, with Simone, even like he grew up so fast in just 27 episodes, which I didn't think was possible.
Dude, bro,
And,
how about him getting like cock blocked by Kamina with Yoko? Freaking
well,
simp.
oh
Freaking
man,
simp.
you're no, but you're gonna make me cry whenever I talk about Nia and him marrying her and then she dies. That
It was
that
rough.
was that was the first time an anime made me actually cry.
Dude, I'm actually wearing my Gurren Lagann sweatpants that I have.
No way.
Freaking love them. 10 out of 10.
But it was like I feel like um out of all the anime that get talked about, that one gets kind of skipped over a lot.
It
But
actually, if you actually look into it, it actually really doesn't.
it
Like if you
doesn't. Okay, good.
no, like if you dive deeper, Carter, like if you go into like the actual like anime world, like you're just kind of on the outskirts of it, but if you dive
Yeah.
in, that one's like usually people's like if they've watched it, it's usually their top 10.
Well, I'm really glad I watched it, and I am looking forward to the other anime that I get to watch in the future because, man, have I been missing out my entire life on some really great television.
See, Ben and I've been telling you.
I know. That's why I'm so happy I finally watched it. Time for Demon Slayer now.
Ooh, I actually just watched the Demon Slayer movie and it was pretty good.
I don't want any spoilers, though, okay?
I mean, you were there when I said that there's a Kamina death in it, so just a heads up.
All right, you got it.
Yeah, I just finished watching Demon Slayer the other week, and it kind of ends a bit abruptly, but
But that's because they're setting it up for the movie.
oh, okay.
Because
You
right,
had mentioned that
mhm.
before.
Dude,
Um,
speaking of anime, candy store, and Minnesota's world's largest candy store, and I got a Naruto Manumi. I don't know, melon on it with Sasuke just chilling on it. Eventually break it open here and take a sip. Because I haven't even touched it
Oh boy.
There's
yet.
bromance going on
Let's
there
see how
that I don't know if I want to dive into.
just keep pressing for 5 seconds. Remove the green open from the bottle and just what the fuck is bottle?
It's just a sort of
Yo,
It's a bottle.
yo,
Is
it
it?
is
Isn't it
shaped
just like a can or something?
weird. It's like actions, but I don't understand the
Then why don't you read that?
Remuni bottle and press down firmly with your palm. This will open the bottle by dislodging the stopper, keep pressing for 5 seconds. Remove the green opener from the bottle and disregard. The fuck? Oh, is it this thing?
See,
Oh, is
easy.
it this thing that I have here? I thought this was just something stupid.
I just enjoy how he thinks that every single one of us can tell what this thing is.
I
Even though this is a
I was
podcast
trying
and
to
people have
describe
to
it to you.
imagine it
So
in their
it
heads.
starts off as a normal glass bottle, and then it kind of about like 2/3 of the way up, it like gets like really thin, and then it widens back out into like a bulge again up to the top. I mean, I can send a picture of it later. You know, we should look at starting like an Instagram for like stuff.
What for our audience at home, instead of whatever he's talking about, I want you to imagine just a normal Coke bottle. And now I want you to imagine someone struggling to open said Coke bottle.
You know what? I think we'll come back to that later.
And
Maybe
that's the stupidity that we have here.
No,
I think I'll get
you
to
know
that
what?
later.
You know what Grant's like right now? He's like the scene in SpongeBob where SpongeBob's trying to open an unopened bottle of ketchup, and he's just like, "Here," and he's just like, "If I could just run this under some hot water for a
Okay,
second, or
Okay, here, listen.
that's what Grant's
I'm gonna
going
eat
through right
something
now."
right now. So I've got this other thing. It looks like they're like. I'll send a picture of the wrapper. It's got like it's like pancakes. It's another Japanese thing. It's got like pancakes with like I think it's like red bean filling.
What?
Making pancakes,
Who
making
in their
bacon
right mind would
pancakes.
put beans in some good old fashioned flapjacks?
I don't know. That's the Japanese.
Why?
I don't know. They have a freaking like dispenser for like literally everything. Oh, they're all individually wrapped. Oh, that's nice.
I bet you that's not as bad as you think. What kind of beans we talking here?
It's like red beans, like what you get like a Mexican with. At least that's what I was told. I don't know.
Oh my God. Have you not paid attention to the whole bean fiasco going around on social media?
What is that?
They're called kidney beans. Excuse you?
Okay, wait. It's like really. Oh wait. Oh, here we go. What's this? That tastes fruity. That doesn't taste like a bean.
You know, in high school, my music teacher always had this thing where she would with every bend that she had in her class, she would just call them a certain type of bean. Because one year she decided to, because she got everyone's name in one of her classes wrong, so she decided to do that as a gimmick one year, and she had a Ben. She was like, "Well, what in God's name am I gonna get Ben wrong?" And so she goes, "Bean." And so now every single one of every single one of the Bens is beans. I was fortunate enough to be Mr. Bean.
Nice.
Bean.
If you're too young to understand what that is, then I recommend you spend about an hour looking up on the internet what that is. You will not be disappointed.
Beans. Yo, anyways, by the way, this pancake thing tastes freaking delicious.
What kind of fruit
Really?
are we talking about here?
What?
You said it tastes fruity. What kind of fruitiness are we talking about
I
here?
don't know. Maybe it's not like fruity. I don't know. It tastes like something familiar. I can't put my finger on it. It's got. It says the ingredients are sugar, wheat flour, red bean, egg, vegetable oil, honey, corn syrup, and sodium bicarbonate. I don't know how to say that. Probably not good for me.
I mean, any soda is not really good for you.
Nope.
Do I?
It's a pancake I'm eating.
Oh, I forgot. I thought you were still.
I haven't even opened that yet. I'm probably not even gonna deal with it. It's kind of hard to open.
Grant, Just mind over matter. You can do it. I believe in you.
No,
Just break it open and put the rest of it into a cup.
break the glass bottle open. Yeah, okay, Carter, give me your head. Let me bash it over.
I would love to go all the way up there, though. There's just one problem.
You're all the way
I
down
don't want to break. I don't want to hurt my head.
Oh, that's the main problem.
That's
Yes.
Toy Story where he goes, I don't want to use my head.
Oh, I just finished watching MODOK today.
Dude, yes.
So good.
Oh my gosh. I gotta tell you, that show is not only funny, but it can get real. Like, there were some moments where it got really real, especially whenever his younger self took him time traveling to different spots.
Yeah.
That got serious.
And the whole divorce thing, like divorce is pretty serious, no matter how.
Oh yeah.
I know that people dealing with the aftermath of divorce tend to have it pretty hard for at least a little while. Maybe after a while they get acclimated to it, but I can understand the struggle.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can definitely relate to that as a guy that does have divorce service. But MODOK is really good, not just because of that, but like also it's just really funny because Patton Oswalt is very funny as in general. I mean, Ratatouille, anybody? He did really good in that one.
You find him in the weirdest roles, like Ratatouille.
Oh yeah.
He was in the reboot of Mystery Science Theater. He was like one of the henchmen. He's in MODOK. He's just all over the place.
He's in The Boys. He's done a lot of stand-ups. But it's a really funny show. Highly recommend it. And plus, there's something about stop motion that can make things funnier. Just the way that they move around can add a certain charm / comedic effect to something like that.
It's all in that Robot Chicken style. So if you watch Robot Chicken, it's like
it's literally by the same studio that made Robot Chicken.
Oh, it is?
For the animation, yeah. Because Seth Green is an executive producer, and at the end credits, it's Stupid Monkey Studios, which is the same as Robot Chicken.
Oh, okay.
So that's probably why you're so familiar with it.
Yeah.
I was surprised though that they gave the mouths very thick than Robot Chicken.
Oh yeah, me too. That kind of threw me off for a loop for a second, but then I got kind of used to it. One of my favorite moments in that show is also like the giant fight between him and Monica. Is it Monica? Is that her name? Is that the one that he works with?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was awesome. Whenever she straight up kills him, he's just like, "Oh, I'm not done with you yet." Revives him, and he's just like, he wakes up and said, "All the religions are wrong." That's not controversial at all.
One of my favorite bits during that was when they did the Pokemon fight.
Dude, yes. Pokemon. And then it's just like, oh, unlikely animal friendship. Should we just keep fighting? Yeah, I guess. And then they just keep fighting again. But also, what I really liked was the second to last episode where MODOK's just like, you know what? I need to change something up. He literally doesn't do anything as a good employee and gets what he wants. I'm like, good for him. And I'm rooting for the bad guy. That's why the show's really good.
That ending song in the final episode, that ending song during the end credits, I freaking love it. I had to look it up on the internet to figure out what it was called, and I love it.
I am excited for the second season for sure. Marvel just keeps knowing how to outdo themselves.
Oh yeah.
They finally have a decent TV show that I'll actually watch.
Honestly, yeah. WandaVision was good and Falcon and the Winter Soldier were good, but they were mostly tie-overs for me till we get back to the good stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know how I felt about WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier, just because it was done in a very cinematic style, and TV is episode TV type stuff is not usually the place for cinematic shots and high quality, which it wasn't bad, get me wrong. I enjoy cinematic whatevers and super high quality video and everything like that,
but it would have been better in a theater and a full-length feature film.
Yeah, and it was kind of a juxtaposition for me.
Yeah. I agree. I think those things were actually designed to be movies, but then they were like, "Oh no, people aren't going to theaters, and we need stuff for Disney Plus. So let's just take what we imagined these to be movies, and we're gonna chunk them up into episodes." And I think that's what they did, and it worked a little bit. But like, I just went back to the theater and saw A Quiet Place Part Two. Fantastic movie.
I was gonna ask that, Carter.
And I
You
gotta tell
finally,
you,
you finally went back to a theater. Give us the experience of what it was like
I
finally
gotta
going
tell
back.
you,
The whole thing.
there's
I want the whole thing. Start
okay,
from
there's
walking in.
just when you're in a movie theater, like there's no outside distractions and like the sound's better. You can hear everything, you can see everything on the big screen, and it felt good to be back. And I really hope and I also don't think the movie theater is going to die because of it. I think the streaming services did what they did because they needed to because the streaming wars are just crazy right now. I am glad I saw Quiet Place Part 2 in theaters, and I wish that WandaVision and Falcon the Winter Soldier were full length feature films and that we could see them in theaters the way that they were designed to be, because you can just tell the way that they're made. That's not made to be watched on a small television screen. That's made to be watched in a theater. And that's why when Black Widow comes out, you know I'm going to go see that in a theater, and I'm not watching it on Disney Plus.
You don't want to spend a $35 to watch it on
Of
Disney
course you
Plus.
don't. I'd rather spend money in a movie theater to watch it. And then I'll just use my Disney Plus account to rewatch it 5 times.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you
Yeah.
have to pay $35 still to watch it?
Yeah, but I get to watch it in a theater in a much better experience. And I'll get more invested in it.
Fair. See,
But
I'm so pissed that these streaming services are now, well, not streaming services, but like just the movie studios are now just releasing everything VOD, virtual online demand or whatever.
Yeah, it made
Or
sense
video
for
on
the
demand.
time. It made sense for the time, but I really want to get back to like doing it in theaters and then putting it on streaming services.
It's just such
Obviously,
such
Netflix and Hulu and Amazon will keep making their own stuff, and that's fine. But let's get back to the theaters, you
the
know?
thing is, it's such a different atmosphere going to a
It
theater
is.
than staying inside of your house. Like I'm willing to pay for that. Go there, get some popcorn, sit with some friends, and just chill in the movie theater. Like it again, I agree with you. It completely helps you get rid of those outside distractions. Because if I'm at home, I'm gonna be on my phone or whatever.
Yeah, it's more
Or
exciting to go there. You build up hype for it instead of just turning on your TV and putting it up.
yeah, yeah.
Which is why I'm
And
upset that like I didn't watch Demon Slayer in time, and now I'm gonna have to watch the Demon Slayer movie streaming, and it's not gonna be as it'll be good. It just won't be as good.
yeah, dude. Speaking of this topic, you guys see the trailers for the movie Army of the Dead at all? I know I've been talking about it. Y'all, did y'all?
I have not seen the movie. It's not my type of movie, but I've heard it's really good, and it's already been streamed 70 million times.
Carter doesn't like scary movies.
It's not a
It's not
scary
even a
movie. It's just like
scary
a
movie.
it's just I don't know. Like I might watch it. I'm not a huge not
Zack
James Gunn. I
Snyder.
meant Zack Snyder. Yeah, I'm not a huge Zack Snyder movie guy.
Do you guys care if I like talk about it at all? Because
No, go ahead. Yeah, yeah. I you can
okay,
spoil it all you want. I don't care.
all right. Spoiler warning for Army of the Dead people if you plan on watching that movie. I watched it and I saw the trailers. Okay, here we go. Here's my thought process. I'm chilling. I see the trailers for it. I'm like, dang, a zombie heist movie. It's like Ocean's 11 meets zombies. I was like, oh, this is gonna be freaking great. I can't wait. David Batista's in it, and then like all the Zack Snyder hype. I mean, I didn't really care for Zack Snyder, but then you heard all of his like super or his Justice League nonsense. It's like, okay, I guess he's a really good director. So here we oh, this is gonna be great. And you see all the clips of them like just fighting hordes of zombies and stuff. I was like, oh, it's gonna be fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching it on our way back from Montana on my phone, which regardless, it wouldn't have changed my opinion on it. And bro, that movie just pissed me off.
Why did it piss you off?
It just pissed me off. The some of the character decisions. So in the movie, there. So this movie is actually is a sequel to a Netflix anime style show that's going to be coming out later.
Really?
Yeah. So like in the beginning of the movie, they show you how like how the zombie thing started, and then there's like then they do like a quick little like 10-minute scene of them like of Vegas getting taken over by zombies and the U.S. Army fighting back against it, and then like the average person in there saving people or whatever. Like all of that's actually going to take place in a Netflix anime-esque series. So I'm
Huh.
actually kind of excited for that because I think that'll be really cool to watch. But anyways, in the movie when they're about to go, David Bautista's character meets like his daughter, and I guess they set it up where his daughter was like with like these oh like I can't think of like there's these peoples that are in these like that are in this camp outside of the zombie infested city that they're keeping quarantined to make sure that they're not zombies, but they're being like
Hmm.
super assholey about it. And David Batista's daughter is like a caretaker, a volunteer there, and she got really close with like this family. And their mom goes inside Las Vegas to try to get some money to get the kids out. And when she finds that out, she's like, I'm coming with you, Dad. And he's like, No, you're not coming with me. You probably will die in there. And he's like, Well, I'm going in there with you or without you. And he's like, Oh my. You can see how pissed off David Batista was. I would have been pissed too. Like, what kind of person wants to put themselves in danger when he's like, Fine, but you can come with us. But you're only staying with me. You're not going off on your own. You know what she does later in the movie?
She goes off on her own.
She goes off on her own.
This movie sounds very cheesy.
It kind of is, and there's so many like weird things that people do, and it's just stupid. Like these zombies are like so there's your regular zombies that like bleh, but that
Hmm.
they're also kind of runners too, and then they have like alphas and betas, so like they can like think and stuff and like act like normal humans sort of thing. They act like predatory animals almost. They hunt in
What?
Huh.
packs. They hunt in packs and stuff.
Huh.
And so at one point they kill like the queen zombie, and the king zombie like brings her back to like their lair, and he like rips open her stomach, and they show a zombie baby.
What?
And yeah, I'm like, what the hell's with that? What the hell's with this? And
What?
and then at
Wait.
another and then at another point, when they're killing some of the zombies, they're like robots. They're like robots.
What?
That's just.
Exactly. And
I
and
mean,
nobody
I'm not gonna lie to you. This does sound like a typical Zack Snyder movie.
nobody bats an eye about it. Nobody says anything about it, but there's like this weird effect that they do where when some of the not all of them, but like some of the zombies that they shoot and kill, they look like they have like a weird death effect that make them look like they're robots.
Huh.
And then they pull a Saving Private Ryan where everybody dies at the end except for one guy, but he's infected and he's like, "Oh, here we go." And then it ends.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, that just seems weird and
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah, I was so pissed. I watched it and I was like, God damn it. I was
You
so hyped
know,
for this movie and they let me down so bad.
when it comes to like Netflix originals, there are a lot of good ones out there, but there's just so much like filler and crap. And when I say filler, I mean like there's just so many options that I've kind of gotten to the point where I'm like, okay, I can't watch all this. So maybe very selective. I'm like, okay, this looks really good, and the rest of this looks dumb. And one example is, Ben just tried to show me Jupiter's Legacy. I wasn't
Great,
a fan, and sorry, Ben, were you going to say something?
great show.
See, that's not for me though. I tried to watch it. I just didn't get that invested. And I think that's only because we're in a world where like there's just so much superhero stuff that I've kind of gotten. I'm not going to say desensitized, but like it needs to be something really good for me to want to watch it. It just kind of looked cheesy. It felt cheesy. Like I just couldn't really get invested with the characters. So that's just me. I understand why a lot of people do like it though.
Yeah. Some Netflix originals are just out of this world.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, there's those Netflix originals that we will not talk about.
Beauties. What?
And then there's those third party originals, those third party movies that are are just lower than we won't even talk about them. We won't even think about them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you
Shut up,
mean like the
Carter. We
Full
don't talk
Metal
about that
Alchemist
movie.
movie?
That movie didn't exist. We don't talk about live action anime remakes based on through Netflix like Death Note. Ooh.
I wasn't all that mad about Death Note. Then again, that was
I did.
before I had watched the actual show, so I just kind of liked it as a movie.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so I'm gonna go off topic really quick. I've got a new candy here.
Go for it.
This one is called Bananica. I think it's from like Norway or Sweden or something. I don't know. I forgot.
I hate banana candies.
My mom tried some and she said it tastes like a circus peanut.
Ew, those things are gross.
I actually really like those.
You like
You don't know
circus peanuts?
candy. Circus peanuts are the best.
No, they're
Don't
not.
diss on circus peanuts.
I am gonna diss on circus peanuts.
Holy
Those
shit.
things are
Holy shit.
so
They
gross.
taste like a circus peanut, except for in like a banana form.
Circus peanuts have like a really weird texture where it's like it seems like it's like a really hard version of cotton candy, and that's the best way I can describe it. They're just not good. I don't know why you guys like them.
Okay, Carter,
They taste chalky.
I'm gonna level with you. The only reason I like circus peanuts is because as a kid, that's pretty much the only candy my mom would give me.
Really?
Yeah. And so I was just like, ooh, circus peanuts, candy, ooh.
Well, okay, then from a nostalgia standpoint, I could level with you on that.
Then again, I'm also not super picky about food or anything.
I can be a little picky sometimes.
Very picky, Mr. Chipotle Starbucks boy.
Oh my gosh. Listen, for all the listeners out there, I know the majority of you do like Chipotle and Starbucks because a lot of people do. And being basic, which is what these two call me a lot, does not mean it's a bad thing. I like what I like, and people like those things for a reason because they're really good.
Carter, it's okay if you're a white girl. We understand.
I am not a white girl. I am just a typical person that enjoys the things that everyone else enjoys in life.
Carter, it's 2021. You can be whoever you want to be. It's okay to come out as a white girl.
I hate you both so much.
You know what, Carter? I like Chipotle and Starbucks, but I'm also not basic.
I don't even go to those places that much. I just like them, and the only reason you got onto me is because I have rewards accounts for both of them.
Yeah, that means you go there a lot.
I don't go there a lot, actually. I haven't been to both those places in a while. I only keep those things for like, oh, when it's your birthday, you get a free guac and chips. Cool, and then I'll see you next year. That's pretty much the only reason I keep them.
I'll see you next year. Bye.
Guac and chips? That's so lame.
Well, they're not going to give me a whole free burrito bowl. Come on. This is a multi-billion-dollar corporation. They didn't become a multi-billion-dollar corporation by just giving out free deluxe food items.
You're right. They were giving out salmonella.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yikes.
Anyways, just want to clear the air there, okay? I have those accounts, but I don't use them that much. I actually haven't been to Starbucks in like months, like the actual store.
Good. I support local business like Caribou.
Oh, brother. Caribou's not a local business. They're also a huge chain. There's a Caribou in the city near me right now that I could go through.
I don't believe you.
In Lee Summit.
No way.
Yes, there is.
Only reason you say Caribou is local is because you live in the freaking frozen tundra of Minnesota.
where it was founded, mind you.
Speaking of Minnesota, we could talk about the Twins and how great they're doing at baseball right now, but there's probably not a whole lot to talk about because they're not doing great.
Actually, fun fact for you, Josh Donaldson, member of the Minnesota Twins third baseman, just scored the 2 millionth run in MLB history.
That is actually pretty dope, I'm not going to lie.
So, suck it, Yankees.
Well, I mean, you are sucking something on the Yankees because you guys haven't beaten them in a playoff game in how many years now?
Almost like, God, I think it's like 13 years or something.
Oof, that's rough, man. That's rough, buddy.
Wait, 2 millionth run? That man has scored 2 million runs?
No, Ben. The 2 millionth run in MLB, like the entire league.
Well, then anybody could get that. What do you mean?
Well, Josh Donaldson was the lucky man to get the 2 millionth
Yeah,
run.
lucky. Something the
that's
Twins have not had this entire year.
Shut up!
Yeah, that's like saying I'm the 2 millionth customer at freaking Walmart.
That happened a long time ago.
Nothing
They're probably
but
on 10 million right now, or probably even bigger if we're being honest.
Billions, probably.
Yeah, we're in the billions at this point.
But like millionth run, that like it means nothing. But it's like, ooh, I was 2 millionth. Ooh.
It means something to us. God damn it!
Yeah, because
All we
you
have this season. It's all we have.
Yeah, you do. I will say this, something I do want to bring up. It is really nice to see sports pretty much almost getting back to normal. I work for the Royals, and we're about to go full capacity starting tomorrow. And I am very happy about that.
Hell yeah, baby.
It just feels good to like go back to like in a giant place with a bunch of people and like really, because like when it was so weird to watch sports and like not hear anybody in the crowd. The crowd is what makes sports so great because it gets people so invested in it and like they build off of each other, whether doing good or bad. And that it makes them more special.
Oh, snap. I just got a notification. Honestly, though, like, I don't know. Like, have you seen what's going on in basketball, though? Like, I literally just got a notification about some fan throwing a water bottle at Kyrie Irving.
Oh, my gosh. Right after that whole, like, throwing popcorn and spitting on people.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Okay. Well, I want everyone to remember what I just said, but don't do what these fans are doing, okay?
Fans make the game.
Yeah, but this is but this is an NBA thing. This at least so far it's only been an NBA thing. You know, this hasn't happened in baseball, it hasn't happened in hockey.
I mean,
or at least it hasn't happened on television, you know.
It hasn't happened recently.
Yes. I mean,
say.
You will always of course it does. It's fans that are getting drunk in a giant stadium, you know, like but that's just, I think the sports media just keeps like, they're not blowing out of proportion. They're just giving it a lot of news time. So then you get the dumb people who are like, dude, what do you want to bet that I would do that? And then some person just threw a water bottle at Kyrie Irving because their friends bet him to when he got drunk.
Yo, I want Malice in the Palace Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Bring back Malice in the Palace.
You know, my mom always told me, don't ever spit on people. That's bad manners. Don't bite people. Don't hit people. And I guess these people didn't have my mom to tell them what's what.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's hard to find someone that's hilarious as your mom, then.
No, we're not talking about this. No. No. Don't allow it.
What do you mean? Just accept the fact.
No, she's not funny.
She's hilarious.
I thought she was pretty funny.
Ben, women are funny, okay? It's 2021. Come on.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Not my mom. For all of you that don't know, whenever Grant came over to my house from Minnesota, he had to stay with me, which I lovingly took him into my arms and fed him through bottle.
Whoa.
Then we were gonna go out to eat. I think
we were gonna go hang out with Carter. I think or something. We were gonna go do something. We weren't gonna go out to, or maybe we were heading maybe out to eat or something.
I don't know, but we were getting in my car to go do whatever we're doing, and my mom and dad pull up to the driveway, and they notice we're leaving, and they're like, "Hey, what's up? Hey, it's Grant. Ooh, I've heard so much about you." And coming back from countertop shopping, and
oh my goodness, yes.
Next thing I know, my mom looks at Grant and says, "Oh, hi, Grant. Look, I've got some granite."
Yes.
I could not have been more disappointed in any joke I've ever heard in my life.
That is the best, like, parent dad joke. I know it was your mom, but
not
like,
even a dad joke. It's a mom joke.
I know, and that's why I said parent/dad joke. But like, that was one of the best I've ever heard.
Carter, don't encourage him.
It's so funny though.
Not funny.
It's very funny.
No, it's
freaking
not.
hilarious.
It's the reason it's funny for me is because I'm on the outside of this one, unlike the whole platency joke that Caleb came up with, which is stupid.
Latency's stupid. Changed my mind.
You're just mad because you have bad latency, Grant.
Stop it.
We were playing Rocket League earlier, and Grant had bad latency.
Shut up.
Shout out, Bebo. Missed you, brother. Invite me over sometime.
Too bad he doesn't know where you live. Maybe he'd come over.
Hey, I said him to invite me over.
For those that don't know, me, Ben, and some other friends were hanging out at a restaurant in our local town, and our friend Caleb drove separately, so he was following us. He took one wrong turn and lost us.
Not
right?
even the wrong turn.
No, it was a light. Wasn't it a light?
He got
He
caught
got caught behind
at
the
a
light,
red light.
and then he just straight up left us. Didn't even bother to ask for the address. He didn't bother to give him a call to our dear friend Ben to figure out where his house is. Just straight up left and went back home.
Okay, in his defense, he didn't straight up leave. He knew the general area where I lived, and so he drove around the neighborhood a couple rounds and couldn't find us, and so he just gave up and went home.
And no call, no text.
But still, like my point is, he did straight up leave after trying like a little bit and not even bothering to call us.
Yeah.
So even though you did give him a shout out, he's also gonna get shit on a little bit because
he's honestly gonna be kind of pissed.
Yeah. he's gonna say, Carter, you know what? You're not invited to my house.
Okay. Darn.
That's hilarious.
What was I gonna say? I thought I watched something. I saw. Oh my God! So, I was watching. What was I watching? I was watching something on YouTube, and I just saw a trailer for a new movie coming out by M. Night Shyamalan. I'm never gonna say it. I'm never gonna say his name right because I hate him.
Crap!
But anyway,
now you're screwing me up. I can't even.
What? It's
Shyamalan.
Okay. Yeah, it's M. Night Shyamalan, but I'm never gonna say his name right because I hate the man because he ruined Avatar.
Oh my God! Don't even get me started.
But anyways, I saw a trailer for this new movie he's doing, and it's called Old.
No, you.
No, it's called Old, and basically, I guess what it sounds like is like a bunch of people. Well, it focuses on a family at first, but they go to like a resort, and like the first rule of the resort is don't go to the beach. Well, they go to the beach, and then I guess there's a couple of other people that show up later down there too, and the thing is, I guess at this beach, once you go, you can't get out because it's
the beach.
I don't. Well, no, it's like a weird like enclosed one by like the only way to get in there is like through like a cave, sort of thing, and that's the only way to get into this like little like alcove that's like surrounded by high rock walls on either side. And the thing is about this beach is once you get there, you can't leave because you like pass out if you try to. But the big thing is you age like really fast there.
Why?
Well, it's I don't know. It's just the thing. You age really faster. So like this family like walked in with like a 10-year-old and like a 6-year-old kid, and now they're like and then like probably like maybe like a third through the movie they turn into like their 20s.
Yo, Mom, look, I can drink now. I'm fully developed and I don't even know my ABCs.
Be like, yeah, I can drink. Oh, yeah, I'm still young. Oh, no, I'm old. Oh, midlife crisis time. Hey, at that old age. Oh, now I can't walk.
I pooped myself. Oh, no, I'm dying.
Yes.
Just goes
sounds like more of a comedy to me.
No, it goes full circle. You're a baby. I poop myself. And then you're a toddler. Mommy, I didn't poop myself. And then you're in your 20s. I drank so much, I pooped myself. Then you're old. old. Does someone change my diaper? I poop myself.
But dude, honestly, that trailer though, it had me hooked. I couldn't hit skip on the YouTube like thing. I was stuck watching it.
He couldn't leave the beach.
I couldn't leave the beach.
We couldn't leave the beach of the Ed.
I couldn't. Although I'm probably not going to see it in theaters because that's not like my style of movie. But dude, that trailer had me hooked.
Honestly, the only M. Night Shyamalan movie I wanted to watch was the one with Sam L. Jackson and What's His Nuts.
Split. No,
Wait,
not Split.
Is it Glass?
Glass.
Well,
Yeah.
Glass was just Samuel Jackson, right?
Well,
No.
Unbreakable had Samuel L. Jackson in it, and that's like because it goes Unbreakable, Split, and then Glass. And I've seen Unbreakable, but I haven't seen the other two.
Wait. Oh wait. That was the or. Oh yeah, that's right. Because it was Bruce Willis,
Yeah.
that other guy. I don't remember what his name
James
is.
McAvoy.
James McAvoy, and then Samuel Jackson. And then aren't they like all superheroes or something? Or I don't know.
One of them's a superhero. The other two aren't.
Who's
One
the
of
superhero?
Samuel Jackson.
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis is? Okay.
Yeah. And the only
Yeah.
reason, but at least as far as I know, because I've only seen the first one. Because the first one's in 2000, and there's like a 13-year gap, and then there's a 7-year, no, not 7, like a 4-year gap or something. I don't know when Glass was released, but yeah.
Well, no, didn't Split come out? No, it was Unbreakable, then Split, then Glass. So Split was in there somewhere.
Oh, Split was 2013.
Oh, okay. You never said the movie, so I was confused.
Oh, my bad.
Glass came out.
Yeah. Split was 2013. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I saw something where I saw this thing on iFunny where it was saying that like that guy who played what's his name again?
James McAvoy. He plays Professor X in the new X-Men movies.
They said that he should have gotten an Oscar for Split because like imagine trying to play 21 different personalities.
The trailer creeped me out because he did a really good job.
Yeah.
He like really brought his A game. I do want to see it though.
A game though. He's a really good actor.
Yeah, he just kind of with X-Men, like those movies just really took a downhill turn. I didn't even watch Dark Phoenix or whatever it was.
That was Garbo, I heard.
Yeah, I heard too. Like, I'm just gonna wait for Marvel to redo it all because they're already gonna give Fantastic Four another shot, and I am excited. Oh man, I am excited.
After the flop of Fan-Four-tastic?
What you mean Fan-4-stick?
Or Fan-4-stick?
Yeah, well the thing is, like no other studio has been able to get Fantastic Four right. And Sony did a pretty good job with Spider-Man, but Marvel wanted their crack at it, and then they did even better.
Who owns Fantastic Four? Is it?
It was Fox, and then they bought Fox.
The first one was
Fox. It was all Fox.
But the first one was pretty good.
It was decent.
It was okay.
Like the first two were.
I do find it funny though that Chris Evans just like has been killing it with superhero roles though.
Always
for a long time.
Wait a second. So you know how Chris Evans was the Human Torch, and then he went off and did like all those crazy things?
Mm-hmm.
Michael B. Jordan, Human Torch. What does he do? Freaking crazy movies after that.
Yeah, but like, man, I kind of want Michael B. Jordan to be the Human Torch in the new Fantastic Four because he seemed like the only good part of that movie.
That's because he's an amazing actor. Who are the other three?
That one guy that's always getting movie roles that I don't think is very good. I don't remember his name.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Okay, you do that. But like that's just like my point is like I think I would only want Michael B. Jordan to reprise this role because he did so good as Killmonger, and he's not gonna come back because he's dead. So let's bring Michael B. Jordan back for Human Torch. Come on, let's do it.
Bring him back, baby.
They probably already have. Marvel probably already has him under contract like every other actor in Hollywood right now. So it shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, so like, well, I mean, what's he gonna say? I read somewhere that like the new Spider-Man, like when that new Spider-Man movie comes out, that Sony's gonna like somehow worm its way into that to make like a spin-off thing, like an offshoot for all like the Venom stuff that they're doing.
Well, I heard Venom is completely separate from Spider-Man. They're not even going to bother with him. Venom's just going to be his own thing.
Oh, I thought they were gonna try. I mean, Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man. They can do whatever the hell they want with him.
I mean, they do, but like, come on, it's Marvel.
But what does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. That
Like Marvel created the original Spider-Man, and
Spider-Man.
like they just have Sony just has the movie rights to Spider-Man.
Exactly.
Right?
So,
That's it, though.
They got merch. I think they got merchandise. Do they have merch? They gotta have merchandising. Well, I
So,
don't know what.
Ben, what's that guy's name?
Yeah,
What's the guy's name?
Miles Teller.
Miles Teller. That dude has been in so many movies, and he's okay. Not my favorite.
The new X-Men movies.
So
the
Young Boys.
I just pulled him up, and I guess he got attacked in a in a bathroom in Hawaii while he was on vacation.
What?
Carter, you telling us? You're not telling us something?
No, I didn't do anything.
Carter beat the shit out of this guy. You know why?
Yeah, because I'm just like, I don't like you being in all these movies. So yeah, I totally did it.
Be a better actor.
Was the Royals not beating up enough?
Well, they did get beat up pretty bad, but they're coming back.
By you!
I didn't do anything.
You started tanking whenever they started tanking.
That's just bad timing. That is just bad timing.
They started doing good when you figured out your job.
That is not true. I figured out my job real quick.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Have you been in that job this whole time? So do you know what I'm doing? No, I don't think so.
No, because you're not doing anything.
I am doing stuff there. Are you kidding me? It's my job. If I wasn't doing anything, they would have fired me by now.
The funniest stuff I ever heard. He turned himself into a pickle.
Micheal B. Jordan, though. Oh my god, that guy.
Dude, I freaking enjoy him.
The Creed movies have been really great, and I am looking forward to the next few.
What, Creed 3? Yeah, where's Creed 3 at, bro?
It's gonna happen. Like, we're gonna get I'm calling it right now. We get at least 5 Creed movies. With or without Sylvester Stallone.
I want Mr. T to reprise his role.
In
the third Creed.
Yes, that would be so dope.
Just to beat the hell out of him or something.
But then he'll come back and make a strong recovery. Be great.
Dude, like, I saw the second Creed movie, and then I saw. Wait, did I see the second one? No, I think I saw the first one, then I saw the second one. My friend Jerry.
First one was better, but it was really good.
I liked either or. Either or, to be honest.
I recently watched the new Love, Death, and Robots episode.
Oh, I need to watch that.
One amazing show, a bunch of different spin-offs, but they're super cool, and the animation quality is so amazing.
What? For what?
Love, Death, and Robots.
I've heard about that. I haven't gotten around to watching that. I don't know if I ever will.
It's amazing. But his Micheal B. Jordan is in the second season of Love, Death, and Robots, and for Carter, I know that you'll want to watch it, so I won't spoil plot points or anything. But he plays an astronaut in some place, I don't know, and something goes haywire, and he has to fight for his life in like a matter of 10 minutes, and he gets super injured, and the face capture on Michael Jordan is just absolutely amazing, and you can see every detail of Michael's face and every inch of agony and just despair that he has, and it's just an amazing show.
That does sound good.
I cannot.
There's another show with Micheal B. Jordan in it that I watched. It was done by Rooster Teeth. Yeah, they did this like it was like one of those 3D anime sort of shows, kind of like honestly, oh wait, no, that's not 3D. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it, like what anime it was like. I can't think of one at the top of my head, but it's called Genlock. Go Genlock. It's so good. They they only did one season. I don't know if they're gonna do another one, but Michael B. Jordan was like the lead role in that, and dude, 10 out of 10.
Everything he does, 10 out of 10. He
Mhm.
he's
He's
He is
he's in
one of
that new.
Marvel's best villains, hands down.
He's in that new. He's in a new. Oh, what was it? He's in that new show on. I think it's is it Amazon Prime or Hulu? What is it? What's that
Yeah,
new show
yeah,
he's
yeah.
in? Jack Ryan or Jack Reacher or something
No,
like that.
no, no, no.
Jack Ryan is
John Krasinski.
yeah, John Krasinski.
What is that new thing that he's in? It's gonna drive me nuts. But I know that like he's in it though,
Here, I'll
and
look it up real quick.
tons of like stuff for it or whatever. I've seen ads for it all over the place, and you're like Michael B. Jordan
Without
is
Remorse. He's in Without Remorse.
is that what it is?
Yeah, Without Remorse.
Oh, okay,
The
okay.
reason you said Jack Ryan is because it's a Tom Clancy thing, so that's why.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, it's Tom Clancy. It's Tom Clancy.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the whole deal with Tom Clancy?
I think it's just like Stephen King. He's like a writer or something.
He is a yeah. He's a novelist that writes
Yeah.
more about military. He writes military novels.
Yeah. Because
And
it's
that's where you get
yeah.
like Rainbow Six. That's where you get That's where you get the Splinter Cell, Ghost Recon, probably a couple other things.
I've never been a big military gun boy, so I never understand.
I mean, I don't read books, so.
I don't know a lot of people that do either.
It takes a good one.
My dad's always trying to be like, "Hey, you want to read some books maybe?" Whenever he sees that I'm bored, I'm like, "Okay, I'm bored, but I'm not that bored." Like, come on, I'm not going to read a book.
Carter, you could read some comic books though. Get a couple.
See, that's a little different, but why would I read a comic book when I can just wait it to be a television show? You know, like manga
They're
to
not
anime.
all gonna be shows.
Well, most of them will be eventually at some point because when Hollywood runs out of ideas, they're just going to make a book or a comic, a television show, or a movie because that's where most of their inspiration comes from.
Are you guys gonna? I'm guessing you guys. There's this new graphic novel that I'm reading. It's called Radiant Black. I guess do you guys care if I talk about or spoil anything?
I've
Go
never
ahead.
So my buddy, one of my friends, recommended it to me, and I started reading it. And they're on issue 4 right now. And spoiler alert for those, uh, it's I guess I'll try not to be spoilish actually because it's still pretty new. But I won't spoil actually. But anyways, like the most recent issue, dude, what happens was that I was not expecting it. It's the 4th issue and they did this, and I was like, oh my god, are you kidding me? I sat there with my mouth like I read it this morning, and I just sat there with my mouth just jaw dropped. Like, oh my god, I cannot believe they did this. I was pissed, man. I was pissed.
I have a few comic books in my quote unquote collection. I don't know why I just did the finger quote thing like you could see it. But I for a while I had some original Spider-Man comic books which were super good. I enjoyed them. I just read them too much and they were old. And I have a whole bunch of Smurf comic books. I have some Spider-Man Ultimate comic books which I love Spider-Man Ultimate. I had the video game on the GameCube. Oh, amazing game. Then I have one Star Wars comic and I have one Iron Man comic. And all of them are super good. I love just going back and reading them.
The handful of graphic novels I have are Fables, which is really good. That's what the game Wolf Among Us is based off of. I've got The Adventure Zone, which is a Dungeons and Dragons podcast turned into graphic novel form, which is really good as well.
Run into the adventure zone.
I also have, and then I also have like your classic like Snoopy ones, and yo, I read the hell like my school back in elementary, they had a Calvin and Hobbes like big. They had a big book of just like comics or like whatever, yeah. And dude, I read that. I read that thing like 4 times.
Calvin and Hobbes is so good.
I'm surprised that a TV show has not been made for them.
I there probably has been a TV show for it.
No, I don't think there has been. I really don't think there have. Ben, I can tell you, I would know if there was a Calvin and Hobbes TV show.
What is Calvin and Hobbes again?
The little boy with the blonde hair and the tiger.
Okay, then I do know what you're talking about, and
I have
read.
I've read
the
comics on the
comics.
back of like the sticker on the back of pickup trucks peeing on other on car logos.
I've never seen that before, but
What, you haven't? I see that all over the place.
Maybe I have. I just don't remember. But I have read those comics, and those are really funny. And I'm surprised that has not been a TV show yet. Like, I was getting real Peanuts vibes from them, obviously, because of the style.
They're the more I don't want to say hyperactive, but they're a lot more like going like go than Peanuts. Like, their stories don't really have a slow vibe to them.
Calvin and Hobbes is Calvin and Hobbes is more like kind of like deeper almost sort of thing than like Peanuts is. Peanuts have kind of very straightforward stuff. Calvin and Hobbes is like deep. Some of the things they talk about, or like it's just like a lot of talk, like a lot of words, and that they just, I don't know, they just get like really deep.
I had a couple of those big books that Grant was talking about of Calvin and Hobbes. I actually, for Christmas one year, I got a big giant something year anniversary of Peanuts, and it was so much fun. Like, it went into detail about how, what's his name, the writer,
Paul Schultz.
Yeah, how he came up with the idea and how he draws them and everything like that.
Hey, you can thank Minnesota for that, man. You're welcome.
Oh yeah, well, you can thank Missouri for Walt Disney. You're welcome.
I honestly, Disney scares me. They're becoming too big of a company.
You're just now getting scared of them? Amazon just bought MGM Studios. You should be more scared of them.
Did they actually buy them, or did they just...
Yeah, they straight up bought them.
Because all I've heard was just talks. I haven't heard like
$9 billion.
Jesus Christ! They own James Bond. They own James Bond now.
Yep.
You know what, Carter? No, bad idea. Grant, you can thank Missouri for Paul Rudd.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure, I'll do it.
You can. Yeah, you can.
Paul Rudd is a freaking
national treasure. Yes. Yes.
Is that why in Gridiron Heights he has his own little locker in the locker room?
That's right. That's right.
You gave that to him as tribute.
Yes.
As tribute to our God, Paul Rudd.
He was Ant-Man, and he was great.
We're not worthy. All right. Well, I just want to say that I think we should end it here. We've been going for almost an hour.
Carter, very good idea.
Yeah, Carter, thank you so much for joining us.
No, thank you both. Guys,
it's been great having you.
Thank you. Media Men is great. I want people to keep listening to what these two fine gentlemen have to say, and I hope you'll have me on again soon.
Oh, awesome. All right. Well, anyways, I'm Grant.
And I'm Ben.
And this is the Media Men. Once again, thank you, Carter. If you like this, share and subscribe, refer it to other people, and we'll come out with episodes. Our goal is to do one every week, so just keep looking about once every week, and we'll just keep making content for you guys. We'll see you later. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Right into the